Hi, I'm Jake Johnson, and you're watching Untethered. Well, I met a ginseng flower queen down in Memphis. She must have put one hell of a fight. Well, the lady said she covered me up with roses. And she blew my nose, and then she went and blew my mind. She was a honky-tonk woman. Give me a I said, give me a Well, I met a divorcee down in New York City. She asked me to go upstairs for a ride. Man, what a ride. Lady said she covered me up with roses. Then she blew my nose, and then she went and blew my mind. She was a honky-tonk woman. Won't you give me a honky-tonk blues? Give me a honky-tonk woman. I said, give me a honky-tonk blues. All right. All right, getting started back with the good cameras and the good computer. Listen, last week we did podcast episode 8, and we wrapped probably about 9:30, something like that. Everybody walked out the door. I said goodbye. I turned around to reach for my computer to hit the save button, and it died. And when it died, it took all the audio and all the video with it. I only had the backup source to release the podcast from last week, and it was junk. It was terrible. It sounded bad. So we're doing it over. I'm going to delete that podcast, and this is episode 8.1. Over the next 2 weeks, we're going to record the songs that we did on 8 again, and talk about the things that we talked about again. But this episode, I got some important stuff to talk about, so we're just going to go ahead and move on like it was episode 9, only it's not, it's 8. So bear with us. We're getting there. We're working on it.
You kind of threw me there, Jake. I thought we were going to start there. You started down there. I was getting ready to play that slow song.
Starting
you
where?
came right out of the gate, baby.
We're just going to jump right on the floor and start playing?
There you go, baby.
Lists. Okay. You know, they're not supposed to know that when I look down thoughtfully that
No, I
I'm
was
reading.
checking your shoes. You had nice shoes on there, man. So,
Welcome to the profession of television. Look,
Help me,
folks.
Jesus.
Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. Okay, before I get started on everything, real quick, go to the YouTube page. It's Jake Johnson Band Untethered Podcast. Press the subscribe button. We need your patronage and we enjoy it. Communicate with us. Leave us comments. text me in the middle of the night. Why not? Everybody else does. I'll
about
answer
our
you
hair.
back. Talk about our hair. That's right. I've got enough of it for all of us. In fact, when everybody else starts going bald, I'm going to share some of mine with them. Also, we've got a brand new computer. We've got 2 brand new cameras. We've got 4 brand new GoPros coming. We've got lots and lots of cool stuff. We've got lights coming. They're all going to be here for the next podcast, episode 9.
We got 300 new friends, right?
We got lots of new friends.
That's a
So we
400,
are
okay.
growing, and we thank you, and we appreciate your help. We appreciate your patronage. Your donations have made this possible, and we thank you. That being said, go to the GoFundMe page if you're interested. That's gofundme.com/Jake Johnson Band, all one word. If you're interested in helping us out. If you're not, don't. You can watch the show for free. We don't care. But if you are in a position to help and you want to be part of this thing with us, please do it. That being said, you've got the YouTube, you've got the GoFundMe. Now let's talk about the Jake Johnson Band fan page. Now, as you know, I've got a Facebook page, and so does everybody else. And we have been combining the 4 of our pages together. We actually started this podcast on Doug's page, which is why the live people are still on Doug's page. But we have a Jake Johnson Band fan page, and that's what you write down, at JJBANDFANPAGE. JJ Band page, fan page. At JJ Band fan page. That's a hard thing to say, but it's easy to write, I promise. So go there if you want to follow us as a band and talk to us as a band. Go to that page. That way the band will get it, not each one of us individually. And that way when we share links, we don't have to put it out 4 or 5 times and just eat up your page with links. We're going to start making that better for you, and I hope that we can fix that. Also, the game. We got the game going, man. We got 2 requests this week, and we're going to fill them both in just a little bit. But right now, I would like to say this. Both of the requests are deep country, and I think people like hearing me play country because all of them have been country.
I'm down with that.
Like old country, not like new
Good,
country. This one's one of them's kind of new, but they're, 80s and back.
Oh, I like that bucket got a hole in it. That was a good. That was
Yeah.
a good. I like that.
We're adding it to the list. Come see us live. You'll hear us play it with electric guitars. And so I'm going to do some old country for you guys in the key of D, and it goes like this. Maybe this will satisfy your outlaw country needs. I used to spend my nights out in a barroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom. Brought me back from being too far gone. some old ass country just for you guys. David,
Yes, sir.
this song is from a guy named David Allen Coe, which is why I thought of your name immediately.
There you
He wrote it, but several people have made it famous. The reason I bring it up is we were actually on the road with David Allen Coe for a little while. We did some shows with him, and this song is personal to me for that reason and because I love the song. But you and I were talking before the show about some of your musical influences. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Right. Well, growing up, my older brother was into music a lot. So when I was real little, crib style, he would sing Red Hot Chili Peppers next to me while I was in my crib. So that's as far back as
Not a
I
bad
tend to go.
child.
You're that
That's
young?
what
I'm
saying.
that young, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where it all started.
Red
for
Hot
me.
Chili Peppers.
And
Take me to the place I love.
that's actually the song we
Take me
sang.
all the way.
Sure is.
Wow.
So starting off there, that got me into listening to music
Yep.
more often. But
What kind of stuff did you listen to?
I listened to just about anything. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Frank Sinatra. It didn't matter, man.
That's a big jump, Frank
That's a
Sinatra.
huge jump, and believe me, I've made further. But
Man after my own heart. I like a wide variety of things too.
music's
That's
music,
really
and if you
nice.
feel it, it feels good.
Oh, man, you know what got
So,
me into listening to music?
What's that?
The radio.
The radio.
Joe Dirt.
When I grew up, we didn't have a radio. We had to go to our neighbor's house to listen to them play music.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good child.
So you were listening to the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
And we were
in the
barefooted.
crib?
In the crib.
Okay, that's
right.
it for me.
But see-
Just bring the hearse right to the door for me, okay? I'm
That's-
I'm
yeah.
now old.
That's right.
I
But
feel old.
Lord, have
going on
mercy.
past that, I got
I
in
feel like
later
Heckle and
years.
Jekyll over here.
Really?
Into about 8th grade. I had a science teacher.
There's a
named
reference
Donnie
you won't
Screws.
get. Who?
Real good guy. Donnie Screws.
Okay.
Uh,
And he was your
8th grade science teacher.
Okay.
He has a band in Eastman, Georgia called the Midlife Chryslers. They have a Facebook as
Oh,
well.
cool. That's a neat name. I
You
like
can
that
check
name.
that out. Yeah,
Midlife
good guys.
Chrysler.
Came up with
Chryslers.
on
Yeah.
Facebook. Check that out.
Yeah.
I'll put a link up.
And he got me into deeper stuff like the Doobie Brothers, Allman Brothers, all
Oh,
those
Now you're talking about my kind of music.
real
Right,
groovy
yeah, yeah,
bands.
yeah, I got
And
you.
he still plays this stuff, y'all. He's a drummer, real nice guy.
Right.
Oh, hey, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
We need more of those in the world. More cool dudes that
Cool
will take up
drummers,
time
yeah.
with younger people.
Yeah. Real good.
So that's how you listen to music. How'd you start playing music?
Well, funny you should ask, Jake. That was you. Out of nowhere,
You don't
when I
say.
moved up here,
That was out of time.
my wonderful cousin with his guitars got me into playing music more than just listening to it.
How you liking that?
I'm digging it.
You enjoying playing with the band?
Oh yeah.
You enjoying
Good
the
group of
podcast?
guys. Good group of guys here.
I'm enjoying this
Do you
podcast.
enjoy lunch? I'm
Well,
sorry, man.
everybody
There
does.
was a lot of pressure. I couldn't come up with anything.
So we got a drummer stand-in, Joe Dirt here. Nice guy. He can see down your shirt, ladies. But
Oh,
yeah,
you can reference Joe Dirt, but no CCR, huh?
yeah, definitely. Can't stand those guys.
So, what kind of music are you into now, aside from the music we play, obviously?
Well, at heart, I'm a metalhead, to be honest with you guys.
I started out as a metalhead.
No, I mean full-on metalhead.
Well, that was full on metal when I started out. What I listened to, they didn't have that stuff when I was young.
Well, like, what's down with some of the bands that
Oh, Seven Dust, Tool, you know, just run the gambit from any of those guys.
David. When I was a teenager, the heavy metal band was Kiss.
Well, and that's what's wrong with your generation, but that's okay.
That's a whole other story.
I'm ashamed to admit that, but that's true.
All right,
Yeah.
Kids, let's play a song. It's time.
All right, let's get back to what I like, for God's sake. All right, so let's do some of this. This is a country-themed podcast, so let me think. What's a good? Oh, I got one. Here you go. This is from the late '80s, early '90s. Well, I was getting kind of tired of her endless chatter. Nothing I could say ever seemed to matter. So I took a little drive just to clear my head. Saw a flash of neons overhead. It looked like a place to find some satisfaction with a little less talk and a lot more action. I paid the man and one.
Who wrote that song?
That is a Toby Keith song. Now, I'm not entirely certain that he wrote it. I will put a footnote if he didn't. I think he did write it, or at least he was part
He
of
writes
writing
some
it.
good songs now. He can write some good songs.
I will put a footnote to who wrote that song. And speaking of writing songs, you got a song you want to play, right?
Yeah, no.
Now, is this one of yours, or is
No,
this...
no, no. As a matter of fact, that's a great segue right into one of the subjects I was going to talk about this
Well, let's
week.
hear it.
And that is songwriters that...
I'm a songwriter.
Exactly. So I want to ask you about this.
Okay.
You know, you're talking about David Allen Coe.
Yes, sir.
You really like songs.
He is one of the best songwriters.
people that do his songs.
Mhm.
Okay, that's what I'm kind of focusing on.
Okay.
Songwriters that write songs that other people do.
Okay.
Let me ask
Like
you
Bob
this.
Dylan.
There you go. Let me ask you this question. I looked into this. What's the number one, or the top three? I'm going to throw the second one out because it's traditional folk, you know what I mean? So I'm going to throw that. And the number one is way, way above the other ones by far. What do you think that is? Most covered
Originals?
most covered bands?
I would say Knocking on Heaven's Door.
No, not song. Artists.
Artists.
Or bands or
Okay.
songwriters.
Well, the most covered bands would be Bob Dylan.
That's the third.
Okay. And
The
there would be
The Beatles.
The Beatles.
The Beatles were number one by
And
far.
there would be probably, on a second, would probably be Paul McCartney.
I think he was part of the Beatles.
Well, he was.
Right. But he wrote some good songs.
No, thank
Hey,
you.
I'll
it.
tell
He
you
was
this.
definitely-
I know why.
yeah.
I know the answer to that because the number one
So who was?
covered song. It's the
The
Beatles.
Beatles.
The number one covered song ever in the history of the world
Yesterday?
is "Yesterday."
Yeah, I thought the same.
So
It's been
I can
covered
go
like
with that,
hundreds of times.
Who was the number
in
two
many
guy?
languages.
the traditional folk thing, and number three was that.
okay. All
But
right.
the song, the one
Probably, what is the most sang cover song on the planet ever?
Freebird.
It's raining men.
Yeah,
by
stop.
Stone
Either
Roses.
one of those.
Let me think. Most covered,
You're going to be so mad when I tell you.
the national. I mean, is
No.
it some kind of weird song?
That's close.
Okay, like God Bless the Star Spangled
I'll
Banner.
give you a hint.
What?
Amazing Grace.
No.
I don't know. I give
Happy
up.
birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, of course. Okay.
Come on.
All right.
Happy
well, let me
Birthday is
skip-
the most
All right. Let me
sang
skip think
cover
back.
song.
The
Yeah,
guy-
but it's
in the
actually
world.
no, that's incorrect because it has been ruled public domain. Nobody owns.
Well, that's
it.
kinda like
We're
with
not
folk
talking about who
traditional.
sold it. We're just talking about who covered it.
All right.
Nobody owns it. It's
You don't
The
belong
guy I'm talking about is J.J. Cale.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
he is a songwriter that I read some stuff about him. He said other people did my songs and made them famous, and that's just the way I like it. That's the way he was, wanted to sing like Eric Clapton. There was a lot.
Skinner.
Skinner,
Well, see,
that's
now that's
exactly
right up
right.
Steve Goodman's
I've got the
alley, too.
perfect
Hey,
idea.
Steve Goodman's another great
That's a
one.
good
That's a
man right
great.
there.
That's a good point.
David Allen Coe name dropped Steve Goodman in one of his songs.
That's right.
And Steve
So
Goodman
anyway,
dropped him on the
I've
same
got a
one.
perfect idea.
what's that?
Tripped and fell
The
down.
quote was, "Everybody covers my songs, and that's the way I like it."
Mm-hmm.
Cover one of his songs.
Let's do that.
All right.
It's an A.
In the key of A.
Now I can't read and I can't write, and I don't know my left from my right.
pretty good.
That is a great song.
Never heard it, but I love it.
I've never heard it either.
You never heard that song?
No.
No. Come on. Where am I, man? Come on.
I've never heard that. That's a great song.
Oh, Lord. Yes, what are you talking about? Yeah, J.J. Cale and Eric.
I've never heard any JJ
Eric.
Cale. I don't even know the name.
Are you serious?
I'm just playing with you, man. I'm on TV. I'm trying to act like I know what I'm talking about.
Man, we do a J.J. Cale song.
We do?
Yes.
I do? Or
Yes, you do.
I do. Which one?
This band does a J.J. Cale song. Okay? He, like I say, the guy was a great writer.
Let me let you in on a secret.
What's that?
I've been playing professional music since I was 11. I know a lot of songs. I ain't got no idea who actually did
Okay.
it.
J.J. Cale's one of these people. All right? This is a famous Southern rock and roll band.
Yeah, well,
Okay?
Yeah.
Come on. Okay, who's a famous Southern rock and roll band? When you think Southern rock and roll, who do you think of?
Skinner.
There you go. Skinner, J.J. Cale, Call Me the Breeze, baby.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that the lead singer wrote all those songs.
No, J.J.
That's
Cale
one of the
Call
few
Me
songs
the
they
Breeze.
actually didn't write that they covered.
Right.
Was that J.J. Cale?
Don't I feel like an asshole?
Well, no, don't we do Call Me the Breeze?
Yeah.
Speaking of assholes,
We're gonna do a Luke Bryan song? What?
yes, I'm gonna get to the game right now because this is something I want to talk about. We got two, and I'm gonna tell you who one of them is. But because of the personal nature of the request, I'm not gonna mention the name of the first person because the song came to me in a personal way, and I don't know if I have the right to say who asked for it and why. But let me say this because I know you're watching. You are not alone, and you have friends right here on the Jake Johnson Band podcast, and we got your back, and this song is for you. When I got the news today, didn't know what to say, so I just hung up the phone. Took a walk, cleared my head. This is where the walking led. I guess I'll sit here all night long. Yeah, I'll sit right here on the edge of this pit. Watch the sunset disappear. Drank a bit. Funny how the good ones go too soon, and the Lord knows the reason why it gets hard. Sometimes a greater plan is too hard to understand. Right now it don't make no sense. I can't make the world make sense. So I'll sit right here on the edge of this pit. Watch the sunset disappear. Drank a beer. So long, my friend, till we meet again. I'll remember you and all those things that we used to. Like sitting right here on the edge of this pit. Watch the sunset disappear. $100.
That's a pretty song. Did he write that song or what?
No, it's another cover
That
song.
is a
Ta-da.
Chris Stapleton song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was
Wow.
covered by Luke Bryan.
Now there's a good name for it. Talking about songwriters that write other,
Buddy, that's
you know,
for you,
good,
man.
good, you know.
I know what you've been through, and we're praying for you. That being said, I've got a cousin in Florida. His name is Mike Hatchett, and I'm about to throw the axe down on your ass and play your country song, and you ain't getting my $100 either. How about that? I'm just a singer. Natural born guitar ringer. Kind of a clinger to a sad old song. Not a walk behind her. I'm a new note finder. You like that? My name's a reminder of a blues man already gone. So I started drinking. Took things that messed up my thinking. And I was sinking. You came along, alone in the hot light. Not too much left inside. Girl, you changed that love life. Down all the soul blues, man. You know what I said? Hey, baby, I love you. Hey, baby, I need you. Hey, baby, you ain't got to prove me some kind of macho man. Wasted so much of my life running those dark nights. Come and shine your love light down on this old blues man. I took the cocaine. I did so much I nearly broke my brain. They found me down in a drain, back on the backside of Lakeland. Had to get out of the city. Had to go see some family. 'Cause if I didn't leave when I did, I would be the man. Hey, baby, I love you. Hey, baby, I need you. Hey, baby, I do get tired of this traveling band. I'm 30 years old now, or like 40. Nights get so cold now. Boy, I'm glad you stuck it out with this old blues man. Here you go, Mike. You ain't getting my money neither, buddy.
Now, that's a country song.
That's a country song. I wrote that last verse. It sounded terrible, but I wrote it just now. I got to thinking about my childhood, and I'm like, I need to add something to this. And then I got halfway through it and couldn't think of anything else.
Oh, there you go.
So I just faked it, because that's what I do.
That sounds good to me, though.
All right, we got those out the way.
Would have never known it if you hadn't told me. I'm still doing that shit.
goes wild. Oh, that's just that fan running. Sorry.
It's a lot quieter than the air conditioner beforehand.
Now that was a good songwriter as well.
Yeah, Steve Earle was an excellent songwriter, and this seems to be the podcast for songwriters.
Yes, it certainly does.
But I'd like to take a break from songwriters for just a minute, and I would like to talk about young people getting started playing music. And you know, when you first get started, you're covering anybody that you like. You know, that's how you draw your influences, by copying the people that you like.
Watch the saying. Imitation is the most sincerest form of flattery.
I'm going to show a video to you guys of a guy I found on Facebook. His name is Chad Johnson. He's from Greer, South Carolina, and he is a country boy. And I think he's got the chops to go somewhere and do something good with it. So if you dig what you're about to see, go to Chad Johnson's Facebook page and tell him Jake Johnson Band said hello. And this is the video.
Well, I got a good woman at home who thinks I do no wrong. Sometimes alone, well, she just ain't always around. And you know that's when I fall. Well, I can't help myself at all. I get whiskey bent, hellbound. They made some songs about a rambling man, cold one in my hand. You know I love to hear those guitar sound. Don't you play 'em so lonesome I could cry, 'cause I get all balled up inside. And I get whiskey bent, hellbound. Enough about a closing time. I'm about stoned out of my mind, and I end up with some honky-tonk special I found. And just as sure as the morning sun comes, be thinking about my sweet girl at home. I need to get whiskey bent, hellbound. They made some songs about a rambling man, with old Jim Beam in my hand. You know I still love to get drunk and hear country sound. And don't you play your cheating heart, that tear me all apart. I get whiskey bent, hellbound. Yeah, old Hank songs always make me feel low down.
And we're back. I gotta tell you, that's probably the best stuff that I've seen somebody else other than us do.
Oh, really? On that?
Yes,
Oh, that
you
right?
didn't. You just saw it. That's excellent.
It was very nice, boy. I tell you what. How old was he? Doesn't look that old.
I don't know how old he is,
Okay.
but he's younger than me.
Right.
He's got a fantastic beard, though.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
his beard
like
is
That's a filthy beard, my friend. I wish I could grow one of those. I grow like a little sprig right here and a little sprig up here, and that's it. But keep the beard. Rock on. And thank you for letting us host your video. And now we're gonna get out of here with a little bit of another good song.
There you go, man. That's no kidding.
And it goes like this. tell you now. I've done my share of living. I've run my share of grass. Made enough money to buy Miami, but I pitched it away slow and fast. Never meant to last. On track. Never meant to last. And I go for ugly women.
When I was younger.
Live with a few a while, but they run away, and I come back someday, and still I can choke down a smile, feel like I'm drowned, feel like I'm drowned. I won't wear a crown, I won't wear a crown. Mother ocean, after all these years I found my occupation has her day, and my occupation's moving around. Feel like I'm drowned. Feel like I'm drowned. But I won't wear a frown. You know why? I'm gonna go check out that Jake Johnson Band podcast out there downtown Snow Hill. Mother ocean. We'll see you next week on episode 9. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.